Yo, what's good, you pretty motherfuckers, and welcome back to the Simple Logic Podcast, man. I am your host, WattsTV, where we talk about topics logically, but also in a comedic fashion. Guys, I have been in such a good mood. Let me tell you why. Disclaimer, I have been talking about politics a lot on this channel. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. I really don't like it, but I said this channel, I mean this podcast. I've been talking about politics a lot, but this election was so important that I had no choice but to talk about it. And everybody came out and did that, motherfucker. They voted. They got that son of a bitch Trump out of the goddamn White House. That deserves another hip hop horn. Trump lost his job. Trump about to lose his job. Trump about to lose his job. Oh my gosh. Yo, I am so happy. And let me tell you why, guys. We have struggled for so long with this man for 4 years. Let me tell you something. I just can't wait to get back to normal racism. Normal racism is where I like it. Do I like racism in general? No. But normal racism, that's my comfort zone. That's what I know. That's what I grew up with, all right? Normal racism is people being racist and, like not as much or not being as bold with it, These past 4 years, this has been just a pure 4-year wave of bold racism, like just outright without any sort of consequence, like no guilt, nothing. Like I hate niggers, like like that type of racism. We have endured this for 4 years now, and now we can just go back to the races that stay at home. I can't wait. We can go back to the regular racism, man. It has been a long road, and you know what? There is a lot to talk about right now. A whole lot. Let's get started with this, shall we? Trump is a sore loser. I have never seen anybody that's a bigger loser than Donald Trump. He is a sore loser, man. Like, I know people who hate losing, i.e. my oldest brother, Larry. This Negro, hates it. Hates losing. But if he lose, he just won't say anything. Trump is the worst because I can take people like my older brother Larry, because if he loses, he's going to be frustrated and he's just not going to say anything, right? He's not going to speak. That's fine, bro. I completely understand. You don't like losing. You wanted to win. It didn't work out the way that you wanted to. All right, bet. So you just don't say anything. Cool. This man, Trump, will not shut the fuck up. He is doing this. He's doing this. He's talking so much. And it's because things didn't go the way he thought they would go. And now he's saying voter fraud. All 70 something million of people that voted for Joe Biden are illegitimate. That is funny. So this is your president, not my president. This is your president telling you that your vote is illegitimate. All of them. So everybody who voted for Biden casted an illegitimate vote. That's pretty much what he said. Actually, that's not pretty much what he said. That is exactly what he said. Whoever voted for Biden was illegitimate. And this is so funny, right? So Trump was never winning. I watched this race from sun up to sundown. I constantly played. Damn, who learned you how to spoke? I constantly paid attention to the polls and to the numbers. I stayed up so long. I said, okay, these polls are going to close then. Okay, they're on the West Coast, so they're 3 hours behind. Their polls are going to close then. The numbers are going to start to roll in, blah, 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 blah. I paid attention, and I stood up for a while. Trump was never truly in the lead. He never was. So I was, to my confusion, he wanted to stop the votes at a certain point. And here's the thing. For some reason, people thought Trump was in the lead because, dumb motherfuckers don't really know how the Electoral College votes. It's not you winning the most states. It's you winning the states with the bigger electoral votes. That's how our Electoral College works. Just because you win more states, that does not mean you are going to win the election. If you win states with more electoral votes, you will win the election, which is why Joe Biden has won. He won Pennsylvania, which has 20 electoral votes. He pretty much won Georgia. They're doing a recount right now, but that has 16 votes. He won California, 55 votes. Michigan, 10 votes. Like, that's what I'm saying. And why do I remember this off the top of my head? I do not know. I probably learned something in school. I guess I did. I actually learned something, guys. Look at that. Anyway, to my surprise, this man wanted to stop the count. It didn't really, it still doesn't register to me now, because in some states like Michigan, he said stop the count. And he was winning at first in Michigan, but when he started losing, he said stop the count. And then he never was, he was winning in Arizona for a second, and then I think, was he winning in Arizona? I don't know about Arizona, I forgot. One of these states, he was never winning, and he just kept saying stop the count. And in another state that he knew where he was winning, he was like, nah, keep counting. Keep counting. Don't stop it. Why are you stopping the count? Keep counting. I'm winning. So, wait, let me get this straight. So, in one state, he wants to stop the count because he's losing. And in another state, he wants to keep it going because he's winning. What kind of president? What kind of shit is this? Guys, this is the bullshit that we are talking about. And you know what? I think I called this with my last episode with my homie Brooke. Check that out if you guys haven't yet. I said Trump is going to claim fraud. He's going to throw a big temper tantrum, and he's going to be a little bitch about it. And that is exactly what he's doing. I've never seen a president who is as big of a bitch as Trump is. Like, it is astounding to me. It's just crazy. Like, I know you don't like losing, dude, but shit, neither do I, you know? But it's just concede. This man will not concede. He is on Twitter right now still saying, I won, I won, I won. Where? I don't understand. Matter of fact, let me pull up the Electoral College real quick, because I am very confused right now, because how is he saying that he won? Let's see how far he's behind, because he's just going on a whole tirade on Twitter. I mean, which really isn't new, but literally. Okay, so it's 290 to 214. And and Joe Biden has not won Georgia yet, I believe. Yeah, so he hasn't won Georgia yet. So what the fuck? And he is still projected to win Georgia. So, bro, you're not going to win. You got your ass whooped, and it's okay. People are tired of your shit. His own wife told him to concede. Do you know how bad it is for your wife to be like, hey, man, you might just want to give it up, because these lawsuits ain't gonna work for you. This man is suing Pennsylvania, Arizona, Nevada, Michigan, Georgia, and I think that's it, but I'm probably missing some. He is suing so many states basically because he lost. This is just ridiculous, right? So let me explain to you who do not know, right? For those of you who do not know. So this election year, we had an influx of I cannot talk, god damn it, of mail-in ballots. Why is my tongue so heavy today? We have had an influx of people voting by mail-in ballots. That's what I wanted to say. Good job, Tanner. Thanks. Yeah, so there was a huge influx of people voting via mail-in ballot, and that takes a while to count. It's different when you just go to the polls and your vote is automatically, put into the machine, and it's going to be counted day one. Those votes are going to be counted day one. But since we had millions and millions of people vote by mail, dog, it's gonna take a longer time. And people were telling him that. People knew this. News stations were projecting this. They said that this was going to take a longer time because of the influx of the mail-in votes, which we all knew. And you know what? Now that I think about it, he told his dumbass supporters not to do it because it was a fraud. It was a sham. It was a scam. And guys, this is exactly why that Trump did not want you to vote by mail. He didn't want it. This is exactly why that he wanted the United States Postal Service to be dismantled, basically, so that he could win. He did everything in his power to try to take away the postal service. He tried to pull it down. Man, he was like one of them fucking Rampage monsters on that game. Y'all see Rampage? You know about Rampage, the game? Yeah, anyway, he was like the gorilla, like beating the shit out of the building. That was the United States Postal Service. Like, he really tried to tear that shit down. And it didn't work. And people voted by mail. And why did they vote by mail? Because of the pandemic. You told people to go out during a pandemic to vote. Well, most people voted for Joe Biden. And you know what? It seems like historically more Democrats vote mail-in ballots than Republicans. So what the fuck did you expect to happen? That's what I want to know. But guys, I took some notes, right? There are a lot of funny things that I've took note of where I'm just like, is this real life? Like, where I'm dying laughing, bro. All right, so let's start with Trump and his team basically creating a hotline to like get instances of voter fraud from the people, from the United States citizens. I am so sorry, guys. I'm talking really fast and I keep tripping up over my words. I need to calm down. I have a lot of energy today. I need to relax and my tongue is heavy. I cannot talk. Anyway, so him and his team created this hotline to find evidence of voter fraud, right? But here's the thing that interested me. You created a hotline to find evidence that you claimed you already had. You can't make this shit up. I promise you can't. And here's the funnier thing, right? So after a couple of days not even a couple of days, excuse me, after a day that hotline has went up, people started prank calling it. People were prank calling it, and it's some of the funniest shit I ever heard. Hold up, I'm gonna put a clip in the video and in the audio. I'm gonna put a clip here it is. Just take a listen. This is a hotline to report incidents of voter fraud.
Okay, yeah, I saw what I believe is a voter fraud situation.
Okay, please describe it for me.
So I saw a man. He walked into this building, and he was wearing black. He had a black hat, black mask, a striped shirt, and a red tie. And I believe there were hamburgers in his bag. And he was saying "robble, robble" as he was exiting the building, like a burglar. You know, I think he's probably Antifa. Can I speak to Rudy Giuliani?
Bro, this man reported the Hamburglar. Dog, this man sent a prank call to this damn hotline saying that the Hamburglar was stuffing hamburgers in his pocket. Dog, you cannot make that shit up. That is the icing on the cake right there, boy. But no one is really taking this serious. But you know what I think? I think Trump knows that he lost, but instead of being like a fucking man and saying, you know what? I lost. It is what it is. He's saying, no, there's no way I could lose, so I'm just going to say it was voter fraud. I was going to say it was fake. It wasn't a legitimate election. So that way the people think I won, even though I didn't. But that way I can make it seem like I still won without me winning. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's exactly what that orange fat fuck is doing. That's a damn shame. But guys, I am so happy that Joe Biden won. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to explain something else to you, right? Because you have these overly woke people who think they know more than what they actually do. And a lot of them are black, and it's kind of upsetting. So you have these overly woke people who are very annoying. They think they know more than what they do, and they just think that they're geniuses. They just think they're so fucking smart, all right? So let's get one thing straight. One thing straight. See, God damn it. I can't talk today. Let's get one thing straight. Biden was not my first choice as a presidential candidate. I did not think that this man could win. I personally wanted Bernie. And to be honest, I did not think Bernie could win either. But I liked Bernie more than I liked Joe Biden. I did not vote for Joe Biden necessarily. I voted against Trump. I don't even care that Joe Biden is president. I didn't especially want him in the presidential seat. But at this point, I will pick a motherfucker raccoon over Donald Trump. I would. Guys, a 7-year-old could run this country better than Donald Trump, okay? I would literally pick anybody else. Anybody else. Matter of fact, this election would not even have been like that big of a deal if somebody like let's say Mitt Romney ran, right? And he was our current president and Biden was running against him. It wouldn't be that big of a deal because Mitt Romney is not as bad as Donald Trump. I will take him in a heartbeat over what we have now, over an orange shit stain. Bro, get the fuck out of here. Hell yes. Oh my gosh, I would take him in a heartbeat. But that's one thing people don't understand. They think that everybody is happy that Biden is president. Yes and no. But mainly no, because they just wanted Trump's ass out of office. That's all we wanted. Bro, there were so many people outside of the White House saying, you about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Like, there was so many people outside. It was more than his fucking inauguration. People outside of the White House just praising the fact that this man is about to get fired. He's about to pack his bags and leave that motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. It's not the fact that we wanted Joe Biden there, guys. Literally anybody's better. Is Joe Biden going to do a great job as a president? I'm not entirely sure. Is he going to do a better job than Donald Trump? 100% sure. But that's not saying much. So as you can see, the bar isn't very high. It's not. The bar is low, okay? The bar is on the fucking ground right now. Anybody could do. I bet you if I ran this motherfucker, I could do a better job than Donald Trump. But let's get into some more stuff because I have a few things to say to certain people. All right, so let's get back to these overly woke black people, right? See. Here's what y'all not understanding. See, the glucose in the anatomy of the African American male and female isn't intercepted by racism until the nitrate of the moon turns left. Now, did what I just said make any fucking sense at all? No. But that's what I hear when I hear you dumb motherfuckers talk about Donald Trump and how you praise him. First of all, let's get one thing straight. Donald Trump hasn't done shit for me. He has not done shit for me at all. Nothing that he has done has directly benefited me per se at all. Let me say this one more time. I did not vote against Joe Biden. I voted against Donald Trump. I didn't vote for Biden. I voted against Trump. And no, I'm not going to vote no goddamn Green Party or third party. No, I'm not doing that. Do you know why? Because that's a fucking waste. You're throwing away your vote. No offense to the people that did, but you threw away your vote. And I know there's that argument, oh, all Americans think like that. That's why they can never get elected. You're right. And I know that. So why the fuck am I throwing away my fucking vote? Why would I not give the chance to another candidate that could get the candidate that I hate out of the White House? That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, back to the overly woke black people, right? So here's my thing, guys. Your president has said to you in your face, this is just one of the several things that he said. I could go on and on, but I'm going to just use this as an example, right? And I've said this on my podcast before. He said this to our face. Black people, if you do not know your history, you are going to go back to it, i.e. slavery. What kind of shit? Why would I still want this man in office? This man literally just told me that if I don't know my history, then I could possibly be a slave again. First of all, no, nobody's going back to slavery. This man's campaign was run off of hatred, bigotry, and racism. Why would you still want this man in office? And I know everybody complains about Joe Biden and the fucking crime bill that he signed in the past. Well, guess what, guys? Do I agree with it? No. Did it lock a lot of African American people in jail? Yes. Yes, it did. But let me tell you something. Around that time, crack was a pandemic. Like, people were scared. And I have some news for you guys. Black people also signed that bill, all right? All right? Shit. Nobody knew what to do. Like, shit was literally ravaging neighborhoods. Nobody knew what to do. So they signed the bill. Did it work out in the end? No, because it put a lot of people in jail instead of getting them help. Like, I don't believe in that. But Joe Biden has addressed it, all right? Let it fucking go. He's trying to make it right. You know what I can't stand? I really cannot stand when there's a political candidate. People always have to drag something through the mud, right? That's just how politics are. But everybody is like that. Everybody has something done that they shouldn't have done or that they're not proud of. Look, if you're telling me, it may even be empty promises, but if you're telling me, hey, I know I made a mistake and I want to correct it and help the black people, then I will do that. And he has said on stage, he thanked black people. He thanked Kamala Harris, thanked black women. I don't know what else you guys want. All right? If you telling me that you are sorry and you are trying to rectify the situation, all right, cool, bet. That's better than you telling the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by because, yeah, I cannot fucking fade it, guys. So please don't even come at me with the rhetoric that, nah, Joe Biden's going to be even worse. Don't come at me with that bullshit, bro, because I promise you will get blocked super fast. Like, please do not come at me with that bullshit. Anyway, let's see what else we have on the docket, shall we? Oh. Let's talk about this. Black woman got on Eva Longoria's ass. Because she said something stupid. She said something extremely stupid. So she was doing I don't know if it's through Zoom, but like she was doing an interview on TV through one of these news outlets. I forgot which one it was. And she was basically talking about how people came out to vote, blah, blah, blah. And she said people of color. And then she said, but the real heroes are the Latino women who came out and voted. Yo, let me tell you why that's not true, right? Because if Latino women would have heavily voted for Donald Trump, he probably wouldn't have won Florida. If Latino people in general would have voted against Donald Trump, he would not have won Florida. That's why he won Florida, because of Cubans. I don't know what is up with Cubans voting Republican all the goddamn time. That is the strangest thing. Can you guys explain that to me? Somebody explain it to me in the comments down below, please, because I have no idea. No. African Americans, but mostly black women, just like everything else, they have to clean up everybody else's mess. They saved this election. And as a whole, black people have saved this election. Do not put your race on this. Y'all ain't do shit. I'm sorry. I hate to say that. You guys were a big help, sure, but do not give yourselves the credit, because we all know we put Joe Biden in this situation. We did. Black people voted for Joe Biden over Bernie. People voted for Joe Biden. We voted for him. Black people put Joe Biden up there. So don't do that, because if it wasn't for us, then he wouldn't have been in that position to even gain the seat of the presidency in the first goddamn place. So yeah, missed me with the bullshit. But yo, people were on her ass. She had to make a whole apology over Facebook, try to backtrack. You know how it is. But just you don't say stuff like that. Come on, man. You know how it is. You can't see. But the real winners are the Latina women. Blah 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 blah. Nah, bro. Let's talk about more celebrity, shall we? Let's get off of the election a little bit, because there is something in particular that I really wanted to talk about that really made me laugh, right? Okay, so Malcolm X, I do not know the quote verbatim, but he said something. I wish I knew the quote. he was basically talking about like black leaders and how they're not really leaders, they're just like musicians and celebrities. That is true. These Our black leaders are not leaders. These are people that are prominent in our community because they're entertainers. Uh and they are not really fit to give you, I hate to say this because it sounds fucked up, but a lot of them are not that educated, guys. They just aren't. Like, I'm going to give you a perfect example, right? And I love this person. I really do. So let's talk about T.I. So T.I. he's a knowledgeable brother. I will say that. He is a very knowledgeable brother. He's good with his vocabulary, but guys, when I tell you that just because you have a good business sense and you can use really big words like expeditiously, excuse me, that doesn't mean that you know what you're talking about on every subject, on every issue. That does not mean that you have an education. Because let me tell you guys what Tip said. Let me tell you what T.I. said. This dumbass. I'm sorry, Tip. I love you, bro. I promise you I love you. Like, I love your music. I love your platform. Love everything that you stand for. But I gotta call out the bullshit when I see it. This man literally said, yeah, see, when you drink hot water, like, you drink some tea, that gets rid of COVID. Nigga, what? What? Drinking hot water and tea gets rid of COVID? He said, see, nah, that's all that is. You just gotta drink the hot tea. And, watch out now. Like, what? Hot tea? Hot water? That gets rid of COVID? Oh, well, gee, guys. T.I. cracked the motherfucking case. He cracked the code. The thing that gets rid of COVID is hot water and hot tea. I'm sure nobody thought of that. This is a perfect example of just because somebody has influence, that does not mean that they are a leader. I'm sorry. I have to look, my thing is science, right? I will constantly listen to the science of things. I'm not listening to some fucking celebrity that's gonna tell me that COVID can be can be gotten rid of by drinking hot water or hot tea. That's the dumbest shit. First of all, if that was the case, don't you think a scientist would have found that out by now? Like, what makes you think that? I have a headache. I really do have a headache. This whole COVID situation and people's opinions have just been extremely stupid. I had to unfollow people. I had to unfollow certain celebrities. I had to unfollow King Los. King Los is one of the best freestylers that I ever heard in my life. Between him and Juice WRLD, they are two of some of the most best freestylers that I've ever heard, right? And he is always with these fucking conspiracy theories like, nah, as soon as Biden get into office, he gonna, molecularize the black people, shrink them down to size, and, we gonna get their fluids and wrap them up in cellophane and shoot them to the moon, and then Biden gonna put us all in jail. Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Guys, this is just me saying stupid stuff. This is not a quote from him. But again, once I read stupid conspiracy theories, that is what I hear in my head. Because you just sound stupid and you are obviously uneducated. So at this point, no offense, I have to unfollow you because I cannot subject myself to stupidity. Because I feel like it's going to rub off on me like fucking herpes or something. Like, if stupidity touched me too much, like, it's a disease, man. Stupid people are diseases. Do not get infected by the disease. That is exactly why Trump has so many supporters. Because the American people are fucking dumb. They are dumb. All constantly talking about these baseless claims of voter fraud, and everybody is like, yeah. Even though 4 years ago, The Democrats did something similar, not to a bigger extent, but to like a lesser extent, saying that how there was evidence of voter fraud, and saying that the election got taken away from Hillary, this, that, and the third. Hillary conceded, and then that was it. But they said, oh, the Dems are trying to take away people's rights and blah blah blah. What the fuck are you doing now? You said the Democrats tried to take away people's voting rights and they were undermining it. That's exactly what you're doing now. And this is exactly why, guys, I hate getting so political on my channel. And if you haven't been able to tell already, I mean, obviously I'm a Democrat, but I don't really want to bring anybody like over to my side. Like I've had Republican friends before who were mainly Republican because they don't believe in abortion or something like that. Cool. That's fine. You don't like abortion? I do. It gets me out of some trouble. Hey, it is what it is. We can agree to disagree and we can still be cool. But if you're a Trump supporter, I can't do it. I can't do it. And the thing about Republicans to me, man, not all of you, but some of you, wishy-washy. Actually, politicians are wishy-washy in general. So maybe that's not really saying much, but still, so goddamn wishy-washy. You'll say you didn't do something and then you'll do it, and God, bro, this whole thing is ridiculous. So guys, I must say though, I am so happy that Instagram is gonna stop fucking asking me if I voted or not. Yes, I goddamn voted, alright? I'm so happy that Instagram is gonna stop me from voting, that Instagram will stop asking me if I voted or not, and I'm so happy that people are going to stop texting me, asking me to help with Joe Biden's campaign. Like, no, I don't have monies. Help me. How can I help you? You ain't help me. Help me. I don't have money to give you for your campaign, all right? I don't. I can't give you a dime. I cannot give you a cent. We are in the middle of a pandemic. I have no more relief. Like, I don't. My relief is about to run out in the middle of fucking December. And then after that, I'm fucked because these politicians can't get their shit together in the Senate. In the House. Excuse me. Oh, speaking of which, guys, Georgia. If anybody from Georgia, what do they call people from Georgia? Georgians? That sounds really stupid. Anyway, people from Georgia, you guys are going to have 2 runoffs at the beginning of January. Please vote. All right? I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm really not. But this is extremely important, all right? Please vote because, once again, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but if 2 Democrats get in the fucking Senate, then the Dems are pretty much going to have control over the House and the Senate. That is big because a lot of the stuff that Joe Biden is trying to push, it will get through. But with a Republican Senate, that's going to be harder to push because there's a constant back and forth between House and Senate right now. Especially, that's why we haven't gotten another stimulus check, because the House and the Senate are constantly butting fucking heads, all right? Constantly. That is why we haven't gotten anything else, because nobody can agree on anything. So then people start to play political games. Look, I'm sick of the political games, all right? Just vote. Georgia. People from Georgia, vote. I'm sorry if I've been tripping over my words a lot this episode, but I'm hype. I have energy. My depression hasn't been getting to me as much lately. I have been sleeping a little better the past 2 days, so I'm feeling good, and I'm happy with the way that things are right now, and I'm just so happy that motherfucker about to lose his job. He about to lose his job. I'm so happy. You guys have no idea. Oh, God, I hated Trump so much. Everything. I hated the way he walked, the way he talked with his hands like this. I hate it so fucking much. And guys, to all of you who decided to vote to get this orange motherfucker out of office, thank you so much. I applaud you. All right? Thank you. I don't even know what else to say. I cannot believe that this man Biden has won the presidency. Look, guys, when I was watching, right, I did not think that this man was going to get Georgia. And then the numbers slowly started to decline. And I'll never forget this. So Trump decided he was holding, God damn it, what do you call those things? He was holding a briefing, right, on this situation. And I was watching it on MSNBC, and they cut him off short because he was lying about voter fraud because there was no proof of it. So they cut him off short. So I decided to watch it on Fox, and Fox is purely right wing, like they're all Republican. I watched it on Fox, and as he was talking, they were showing his numbers in Georgia. That bitch went from like 9,000. The lead went from like 9,000 to 4,000 so quick, and I laughed so hard as he was telling lies. His lead went down exponentially. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. Man, I did not believe he was going to get Michigan. I did not believe he was going to get Georgia. But I forgot about the mail-in ballots. The mail-in ballots really saved Joe Biden big time. Because Democrats are already likely to vote by mail-in. So that's why, for those of you who are screaming fraud, there is no fraud. And there is no law that says voter ballots. Excuse me, I cannot speak. There is no law that says like voting mailing ballots cannot be counted after polls have closed. All right, there's no law that's saying that that's true, which is why people have been taking their time. Like states have been taking their Nevada was slow. Nevada was really fucking slow, but they finally got it. Biden won. Guys, I was tripping up all over this episode, but you know what? I feel like I had a lot of energy, so yeah, I hope you appreciate it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there, guys. Look, thank you so much for all of the views, all of the listens over Spotify and Apple Music. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the Simple Logic Podcast. If you want to watch my reactions and you want to watch me live, please go over to my YouTube channel, WattsTV, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. I am so close to hitting 1K. Guys, please do me a favor and sub. I'm about to start a whole sub campaign because this is ridiculous. I feel like I've been stagnant, but you know what? We're going to get to 1K, bro. Road to 1K. Let's do it. I'm so happy. The holidays is coming up. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to let a lot of things try to take my joy. And the PS5 is coming out in a few days. Hopefully, I still get it on launch day. Amazon hasn't shipped it yet, and I'm fucking scared, but that's another story. Again, thank you, guys. Peace.